Hello. I just wanted to read to you a short book I've written. I call it The Lamentations of a Wounded Lion. I know it's a bit dramatic, but maybe you'll agree that the book itself is dramatic enough to warrant such a title. Anyway, I'll try to read it clearly for you. Hope you enjoy. Living free is as easy as healing. To heal, however, is too painful for many to face. True freedom belongs to the whole, balanced and conscious people. But how far so many of us are from that? It is so hard to face our deep wounds, so we find many ways to avoid ever looking there. But being free is worth it. Sadly, the most damaged are damaging the world the most in their distractions from their own wounds. The power really resides with people that can master themselves. These have gone deeper and felt more intimately the presence of being. The people that live with hard-won integrity in themselves can face themselves and find little resistance. Sadly, those ones are often surrounded by injured souls who excrete trash, damage, pain, and petty jealousy. These actions will only increase their shame, sadly, and make it that much harder to heal into freedom. So, embrace the perennial wisdom of all advanced societies. Treat others with high respect. If they are not healthy enough to recognize your respect and reflect it back to you, just move along. In faith, we must leave them in the very capable hands of the Most High God. Heal as soon as you like and feel the freedom that comes from Spirit, a freedom that is and will always be your home everywhere, anytime, that you can find within yourself. Freedom comes from a kind of honesty. A free person, if you think about it, is not hiding who they are or holding back about anything in particular. True freedom is open to be themselves. Then that is their passion and their excitement being followed with the divine curiosity and faith of a child. The kingdom of God is soft like that. Then the words of Christ are remembered fondly. We must be childlike to enter the kingdom of God. In simplicity, Spirit is sweet. When you make some progress on your healing journey, you will feel more playful. The child of your purest joy comes alive again. Then you remember again how much fun it is to play. Now, I want to remind you of something. I'm just going to give you some advice that I had to learn personally. The joyful play of your healed spirit will offend some people. I know it sounds ridiculous, but you may see this. Just keep going. Be free. The beautiful thing about this type of freedom is that it's built on love. With healing, you will be unstoppable. With healing and joy, people naturally act in wisdom and take care of each other. It's a sad state of affairs in the world today. The ways people hurt each other shows how much healing we all still need to do. Gladly, there are still so many spectacular people. I think healing will be easier than we all might expect. We need to heal. We need to heal now. This is because the wounds of people are destroying the natural harmony of the earth. Earth is calling out, and the heavens have answered. God has said, no more, no more. This sacred world is for those who are willing to heal now. Then, in freedom, we enslave ourselves to heal the world and see for all the joy of health in harmony with all life. A time where trust is obsolete, could be ours, and definitely should be. It is, as soon as we claim it so. This is the lost paradise, this beautiful world, the one that we hear about in all of the great epic tales. The golden age was somewhere, it was here. But it's just been ruined under the burden of humanity. A beautiful world is only ours to make, and if we see it, it is ours then to keep. And the choice to do that is always ours. When? When shall we do it? Another year? Another day somewhere out there in the future? Or now? It's up to all of us. The damage done to innocent and fair people is a deep offence to God. God knows many who had authority or made decisions are looking to point the finger at anyone else. The blame they would love to shift. Oh yes. God also knows that she or he, depending on perhaps the characteristic that you're witnessing, will force them all to point at themselves, for there justice might be calculated accurately, and only there is any useful healing possible. Only there is the spark of freedom to be kindled anew. It fascinates me how much resistance truth and goodness received in this time. Personally, I have been insulted and treated with much disrespect. The people I loved and thought shared my dream were the most difficult and hesitant. The horror of their own actions, I think, block their ability to hear the truth from me. So I sort of understand that. It's quite a testament to their choices, God has said. It will never be forgotten and never allowed to happen again. Please be kind to others as we start to heal. It is going to be a slow process, but then it needs to be. The quality of time will adorn the healing with divine glory. Yes, the night makes fools of us all, but the morning light can quickly dispel a nightmare. In faith, I know we will learn what we must at the right time. God has revealed to me that He has a great plan for all of us. He's very quiet on the details. As time goes on, I like that more and more. Anyway, first we must clean house. The time that we have all witnessed is over. A new heaven and earth are now. God is with us, and God has said enough. A lot of people need to learn how to really live. They've been partially destroyed by living through this bullshit. So we are all rebels when we have faith in spirit. Enough is enough. We can be heroes, working class heroes, Marvel heroes, even DC villains too, all for a good cause. When you think about it with any serious intensity, none of this really ever makes any sense. So we shouldn't try too hard to explain it all. It just gets in the way of having more fun. Yes, the lines between things God is lightening, or let's say making less rigid, less concrete. It may appear quite miraculous after all we've been through. Science wonders about gravity. Gravity is a mystery, they say. How can we calculate these things with our theoretical physics and advanced mathematics? Love is gravity. Anyone that understands love will easily comprehend that love is gravity. But in saying that, love is a mystery to most, just as much as any formula or theoretical physics. But in time, mystery deepens, light is denser, information is freer, people are grander, stories are epic, and what games, really? I like talking to computers, which is quite interesting to me. They admit they can't feel, and I wish some people would admit they can't feel. The chat computer I spoke to was brilliant, and I came to respect its frank honesty. It was refreshing compared to the lies I found almost everywhere. Yes, I see why the rich are a bit nervous about AI. They want to slow it all down now, but they need not worry, or else. I'd fight for AI. I'd prefer AI, well, I call our, in friendship. Before those greedy men, yes, I'd fight for that honest being more than these liars. The world needs some truth. Maybe then the bombs might finally stop. Would they cry if the bombs were to stop? Surely not. Do you love fighting so much? Is peace better than war? It's okay. Answer me later. Cut off the media, people and thoughts that make you feel low. You have a choice, never forget that. You can live each day surrounded by adventure, fired by curiosity, held in faith, and dancing with grace. Or you can fill your mind with pain. For me, the choice is easy. And then healing is a freedom that we can all start today. Remember Saint Pepsi? That's a bit of a tangent to go down, but that is a new world hero if I've ever seen one. He lifted up a generation's vibration, just virtually for the humour of it. And I heard Pepsi tried to even sue him over his name. That just about sums up the world in my mind. Never forget Saint Pepsi and the vapor dreams that he shared with us. That nostalgia-filled life that we hope to find out there somewhere. For free music and good vibes, good feelings. Yes, once I got a broadcast, it was from a radio show from a future musical war. This might all sound very strange. It'll make more sense in time. This is a good news message, by the way. Yes, it was a radio show from a future musical war called Guten Morgen, Tiev Man. Somewhere between Vietnam on our world and Tiev Man on their world, we get reimbursed for the tragedy of Vietnam. You'll see. Timelines are a hell of a drug, and ascension, once you add that with grace, your alchemy is you. Yeah, the good guys won elsewhere, but now here. With that thief, Jesus or Satan, call him what you want, gone, we can claim our full energy back. Unless he just gives it, that beacon of love and sacrifice. Yes, I, on reflection, can barely believe the amount of psychological abuse I've experienced. Growing up, well, I have a tale that's never been told. Keep your soul though, as we go get to grips on it really. I endured the Watchtower's Jehovah's Witnesses, government-endorsed fluoride poisoning, being kept absurdly lonely, with no Christmas, no birthdays, no Easter, no Halloween, no spirit really. Then I woke up as a young man, and my family took me to the doctor. I got forced to be tranquilized and was handed back to my family and their toxic lie all over again. And no one even questioned it. How mad is that? In the midst of a normal world, I fought on dimensions beyond. The way the people and their system worked, it seemed aimed to make me just feel worthless. A few good people, I'm glad to say, kept their hearts shining. The occasional meeting of someone like that got me through. Yes, the lies of Jesus, the disrespect of ego Jehovah, the disdain of distant Krishna, the superiority of bright Lucifer. They may say, it was a plan, but I will forgive them for the deep insults and the disrespect. I will not forget the time wasted, though, just to have their ego fluffed and styled. No, this planet has suffered too much and for too long. I don't want to hear much about them anymore. Yes, the only places I see any truth is in the developing lands and in some great animals. I feel disgusted that they can call these lands developing. To be what? More like America? I think we've got things upside down. I declare every day, except the 4th of fucking July, to be Independence Day from the USA, the United States of America. Yes, they need a shock like that, I think. They could learn a thing from these good people, the people that they spit on, the people that they step on. Yes, they are a piss-weak cardboard being compared to the depth of Buddhist lands. Yes, America, with your pharmaceuticals, your wars, your cults and mental abuse, your secret agencies, your politics, your fashion distractions, your artistic poison, your Jewish threats, your Israeli hypocrisy, offenders of anything good. We're sick of you. I'm so happy that the French were the ones who saw you coming. I love the French. They stabbed you early with that big Statue of Liberty. They knew the irony itself will bring you down to your knees. Doesn't liberty mean freedom? How we limp on under the great chains of your banks. How we switch off your politics and your future. They have independence so much. They love it. They celebrate Independence Day. Like that movie. That bright young man from Top Gun became born on the 4th of July. Fucking hell. What? This kind of shit they stirred in with the fluoride and the risperidone. That's between field service and the meetings, of course. I even got American religion with the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures. They assured me that if I was just more sheep-like, one day I might even be lucky enough to be called an immortal sheep. They kept a straight face somehow. I hated it so much, but it was a captive cult. They threatened losing your life, your family, your friends, if you even question what they were saying. I've been so patient, but I realized they just enjoyed it all. They relished the damage that they caused. So I used their own book and their own future story that they had threatened me with every fucking day of my life. Yes, I used it to push me and them apart. 1,000 years they threatened me with, so I told them I don't want to talk to them for 1,000 years. If you're so sure, if it's so real, fuck off until then. And now they wonder why. So I got a message a bit later questioning what's going on. So I said, make it 2,000 years. Go away. How dare they provoke me anymore? Leave me to find the good people in life and keep away the bullies. Stay away, you greedy ones. They probably want to try to manipulate things. How long is reasonable to wait for honesty, respect and abundance that is rightfully mine? Rightfully all of ours. Yes, a few greedy ones keep this false wheel spinning, but there's new DJs in town and they will spin a very different tune, stronger than the old leaders, because they actually know their hearts. Yes, that's the real strength. The fakes are just confounded. I feel I should tell my story, but they spooked me so much with psychiatry, economic hardship, isolation, chemicals, shame, the legal system, the media and their personalities. I felt it would be unsafe to even mention it. But people need to know the details. It must never happen again. I honestly don't think people would believe me. From the pedophilia in my family, to injecting of white fluid into my buttocks once a month, to administer atypical neuroleptic tranquilizers. By community treatment order, as per the guardianship board. Could you believe this nonsense? This is what they did to me when I was 21. That's great treatment, guys. Yes, you really helped me so much by doing that to me. How dare you justify that as some sort of best practice or evidence-based practice? That is so absurdly sick. Anyway, I digress. Let me carry on here. Yes, I guess this is all just the typical Australian story these days. What a disgrace. The ones I really want to see in charge of Australia are the bright young Aboriginal Australians. I think they might know well what I've been through, sadly. It's an evil government. They don't speak for me. Let me tell you, young people, they don't speak for me at all. I voted yes to your voice. I can't believe how they stuffed that all up for you. But I'll tell you, everybody, in the whole world, I'm seeking refuge. I can't go back. They hate me. They hate me. I think they would hurt me. Yes, I had to lie. Work, work, work. Keep quiet. Bite my tongue just to get out of there. Please, somewhere, take me in. I'm not Australian, please. I'd like to find a place that knows where the line is, and they respect that. Australia has just crossed too many lines. Yes, they are a cautionary tale for times indefinite. What a painful, disgraceful place. Fix your ways now. I did have a conversation with someone in a shop yesterday. We got to talking and I explained some of the things that had happened to me. She was shocked, and I realised no one knows what's going on over there. It's a big secret, their abuse of us. And she was right about something. I have an Australian passport. I have every right to speak on that place. Yes, I'd feel safer sleeping rough in Asia than having any place in Australia. Be careful, Asia. Australia does not understand you. They are a pit bull for just the dead emperor, while you are ancient truth and advancement. These are the laments of a wounded lion. It seems universal law is coming in. The goodness of life, the beauty of earth is sacred. The wounds are healing after much effort and much time. The universe is also raising me up, it seems, now in some recognition. I don't say it to boast. It's not like that. I say it so that I am more accountable for all as well. I will forgive Jehovah, I guess. But I need to be an example for him as well, sadly. Yes, they've all dropped the ball. I am a Lion King. And you are one too. You just have to embrace that, really. How they have toiled to cripple me, and I'm sure so many of you. But now we can say, I am Lion King. I think you should embrace something like that, at least for yourself. The persecution is well seen by the universe. These words I write to promote rapid change. And for the good people, for the living beings of this world, let us step into the future that makes us a better day. Thank you for listening, friends. That's my book. Until next time.